I'm a Vietnamese, British Vietnamese child of refugee background. I
Mm.
came here in the UK in the late 70s, moving from one culture, learning to adapt and morph, living over here. It's been challenging. And what a young child, teenage in their 20s learn and experience is a very different layer altogether. But somewhere somehow having good mental health, meaning, a stable environment, support from communities, was really key for this transition. And it's, like I said, it's not easy, but what it does is it's provide and help to build resilience, to be flexible in the uncomfortable positions. That's what's really key about mental health, is to be uncomfortable with our feelings and our emotions and our thoughts and environment as well. So in a way, it was really to help my inner child, to help other people to achieve the same resilience and strength in their mental health. I think many of us have been raised to respect authorities,
Mm.
not to challenge, not to answer back. And
Mm.
in the hierarchy thinking as well, it's about, conversations and discussion, but yet there's a particular stage where we are in our work, meaning this is our position. We are the
Mm.
junior, so we stay in our position. We won't challenge or object to the managers or the senior managers or someone's more, just a bit, a few years ahead of us in their way of thinking or their idea or their concept. And to ask that is really respecting one's position, but in that status quo, it keeps us in that position. So struggling to share and struggle to talk about mental
Mm.
health is less open for discussion due to that cultural stigma that comes in with this. It also keeps us, like I said, the status quo keep us in that position to be, managing things in silence and at the same time not wanting to be a burden on other people
Mm.
or resources of a company. I think this is about encouraging open discussion, having a conversation without having a repercussion about anything else that comes with this. So it's about understanding cultural background, communication style of the ESEA community. That'd be really quite important here. Providing career mentorship, helping to build confidence and self-efficacy. That's just about being a good lead, a good manager, a good director, a good CEO from the top to the bottom that we provide this. And to be a conscious host, be a better host. So in a boardroom, you sit, and what happened here is we look at the one who doesn't really often talk or share. We invite them
Mm.
into, give them some ideas or support them
Mm.
to have a voice in that boardroom within that round table. And so we can actually encourage that more so. So it's very much about opening doors and
Mm.
inviting people in to have a conversation. Again, it is about opening up, talking and inviting into the workplace and talk about it. What would be quite important too, I think, is quite important for leads, managers, directors, and the CEO, for anyone who are working with the team to improve something here, is to have psychoeducation. Psychoeducation is the important part of this, is unable to talk about anxiety. Understand what anxiety is about, understand what depression is about. What is that? What's the illness? What are the symptoms? And what can we see within our colleagues as they walk in through the doors? Of course, they like Priscilla say that it's not about being happy. It's not about being proactive. It's about looking at their gait, the way they walk in, because we
Mm.
work with our colleague every day. So it's about understanding the symptoms of those
Mm.
illnesses that comes through the door and that we work and
Mm.
sit with every day. So education is really important for ourselves and our company. Education that we can actually share amongst our colleagues, employee regarding this. To normalize it is quite important. It's about talking and giving permission to our team to say so, to ask for help and advice, to seek, other advice and help that outside the company. It's very much about inclusiveness. A good mental health work placement can lead to, you know, a good workforce. Reduces absentees. That's huge. As you heard earlier on, the percentage that have been absent. That's, as like for companies, is huge. It enhances employees' engagement. It enhances your company's culture, as we talk about these days when people look for a company, they want a good culture. Also, it represents and enhances your reputation as a company. And that's quite important in the workforce. Just like that clever campaign by the Barclays Bank called This Is Me. That's a powerful tool to have. They should be quite proud with that one.